According to Guttmacher Institute, from the time abortion was legalized in 1973, there have been roughly 50 million abortions in the U.S. alone. To put that into perspective, that's more than the population of Canada, or roughly 5 times the number of people killed during the Holocaust. Furthermore, 22% of pregnancies today end in abortion. Abortions take in a human life and should be illegal. Throughout this speech, I'll talk about medical evidence that human life begins at conception, legal evidence that an unborn child has a right to life, and the dangers of accepting abortion in society. Abortion advocates argue that an embryo or fetus isn't truly a human, it's only tissue that belongs to the mother. Anyone with a basic understanding of biology knows that this simply isn't true. As soon as an egg is fertilized, a new being is created. It has unique DNA and genetic information. It often has a different gender than the mother, and as it progresses, it develops a heartbeat, has brain activity, and can feel pain. This fact is no secret. It's taught in biology classes today, and it's in many biology textbooks. Professor Micheline Matthews-Roth from Harvard University Medical School said, "It is incorrect to say that biological data cannot be decisive. It is scientifically correct to say that an individual human life begins at conception." The Senate also did a great job summarizing this in Bill 158, the Human Life Bill. Physicians, biologists, and other scientists agree that conception marks the beginning of the life of a human being, a being that is alive and is a member of the human species. There is overwhelming agreement on this point in countless medical, biological, and scientific writings. The second argument is justice. We all know the famous quote from the Constitution about the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. We understand that the reason murder is such a serious crime is it takes away the victim's right to life. Of course, along with that, liberty and pursuit of happiness. So it doesn't matter if you're a senior, an adult, a child, or an embryo, you have potential for life, and unless someone takes that away. And if someone decides to take that right away from you, it is a serious crime and must be punished. In 2004, Congress passed the Unborn Victims of Violence Act. This made unborn children, or fetuses, legal victims of violent acts, including assault or murder. A good example of this act being used is in the case of Corinne Wilcott, who was convicted of murder when she repeatedly kicked a pregnant woman and killed the fetus. So let's think about this. If someone kills an unborn child, then it's murder, but when the mother decides to kill it, it isn't. So a wanted child has a right to life, but an unwanted child doesn't. It's a terrible inconsistency. It's a double standard that must be changed. And finally, accepting abortion in our society undermines the value of human life and will lead to other serious problems in the future. Before the Civil War, slave owners used the same logic to argue for slavery. They said that slaves aren't really people, and that every slave owner should have the right to choose whether or not to keep slaves. A popular saying is that everyone who supported slavery is free, and everyone who supports abortion is already born. That's just how oppression works. Furthermore, many arguments used to support abortion can also be used to support infanticide, which is the killing of newly born infants. That can lead to the killing of infants that have mental or physical disabilities, or basically if they're unwanted. Abortion sends us on a slippery slope and will lead us deeper into what is already a dark time in history. So in conclusion, abortion should be aborted because of the medical, legal, and social evidences against it. Couples should use their right to choose before the woman gets pregnant, not after, because that right does not include the right to kill.